Another episode of Bubble Diaries. I've got the great man Wahab Riaz alongside me. Wahab, left arm rapido. Keep an eye out for him in the tournament for the Warriors. Didn't start so well for you boys going down in the first game. That was a bit of a surprise.
Yes, I think we were not expecting that they will come that hard, especially that guy. He played wonderfully well. And I think the major difference is 3-4 days of quarantine, isolation. It's not the same thing again. So you just have to come out fresh and, you need to be at the top of your game. So it needs some time, but hopefully, let's see, in the next games we will do our level best.
You mentioned Shakur's, and he's wonderful. Relatively unknown in this part of the world. Not many people before this tournament would have known about him. You mentioned he caught you off guard. Probably not much research to do on him, I suppose, and he just had a field day.
Yes, exactly. We didn't know about him that much, honestly, but I think the way he played, wherever we bowled to him, wherever we tried our plans, he was executing it really well. So hats off to him the way he has played, and wish him all the best for the future.
You've played franchise cricket all around the world, county cricket, PSL, obviously pretty much been there, done that, got the T-shirt. Talking about UAE cricket, this tournament is so important. So how good is it for an overseas player to see local, domestic UAE players performing?
Uh, it's really good because you get an opportunity to play with the international players. You learn a lot, and especially in this format, it's a wonderful format. It's a very enjoyable format, but not for the bowlers though. but it's good because you know your skills. You need to be perfectly executing them, and you have very less margin of error as a bowler. So I think it's a good thing that all these UAE players are playing with the international players. They will get that experience. They are sharing the dressing room, and they will learn a lot out of it.
Talk about the skill set. Bowlers obviously are under pressure, and every bowler you speak to says, well, if I go under 12 runs and over, that's probably a good result because the pitches are so good. You have got the skills though, 90 mile an hour plus, you've got a great bumper, Yorker's extraordinaire. Last 4 or 5 years also you've added some new variations to your slow ball, so if anyone's well equipped, it's yourself.
But still I have to execute them. I'm not on the top of my game right now, but as a professional, I have to do well. That's what I'm here for. That's what my team needs from me, and I have to execute them. So to have those skills is a different thing, but you need that form and rhythm going as well to bowl them.
T10, wonderful format, relatively new in the cricketing world, but you've been here many years. Tell us a little bit about it, the people back home. T10, what can they expect? What kind of pressure does the batsman face? You face 2 or 3 dot balls, you're under serious pressure, but in a team, how much pressure are you on? Or is it just a case of enjoy the game, put a smile on your face and entertain?
It's a good game of cricket. It's a very enjoyable format. Uh, at the same time, there is a lot of pressure on both the batsmen and the bowlers, especially on the bowlers, because to bowl those dot balls, the wickets are so good here in Abu Dhabi. Like, you can connect the ball really well, and it can go out of the park easily. But as a batsman, it's you still need to plan it. It's not about going on every other ball. It's nothing like that you have to hit every ball out of the park. So you still have to plan. I think 120, 130 runs is a good match winning runs over here. So it's you still have to plan your things. You still have to plan the bowlers, how you have to take the bowlers, which bowlers you are targeting. So that's how it should be played. But it's a lovely game. It's a very enjoyable game. I enjoy it a lot.
Good man. Speaking about lovely, you're in a lovely part of the world, Abu Dhabi. The hotel's fantastic. Sun is shining. Can't be bad.
I think one of the best hotels in Abu Dhabi. UAE is known for hotels and holidays and all that stuff. And I think it's a beautiful hotel. We got the beach, fortunately, so we can come, we can use it. So it's lovely to stay here. It's feel like holidays.
Fantastic. You've got some good West Indian players on your side. Tell us a little bit about those boys. Few characters, obviously.
I think all West Indies guys are characters themselves. They have their own way of playing this and enjoying this cricket. So whenever we are in the nets, Fabiel and Riyadh, they go on each other. They say, I bowl you 6 balls, you hit me 1-6, it's fine, this and that. So that little competition with each other is going on there. So it's really enjoyable. You just talk to them. You just first of all, you have to understand what they are saying because their accent is so difficult. So if they are speaking English, you are just like,
A little bit like when you're speaking to me.
yeah. No, but it's an easier one. But with them, it's difficult to pick the way they speak, and they speak so fast that I have to tell them, bros, please calm down a bit. I cannot understand you.
So you haven't learnt any Trini slang or a bit of Jamaican?
No, nothing else.
But what about Fabian Allen? Because we've seen some of his Instagrams and Twitter. He's either in the gym because he's massive, or else he's smashing the ball out of the park or bowling his lovely tweakers. But then he's dancing. His dance moves. He's got some serious moves.
Everybody loves dancing there in Windies. Everybody loves to dance. It doesn't matter whatever the occasion is, whether they hit a six, whether they get a wicket, whether they are enjoying themselves. So I think that's the way they express themselves basically. So you see all these guys. You see Gail, Sammy, Fabian. You see Russell. These guys are good dancers as well. So they just enjoy that. I think that is one of the way they express their feelings out that they are happy.
And you mentioned dancing, but what about singing? What about DJ Bravo? You're up against him tonight. This is the match of the tournament so far. The Warriors against Delhi. What about DJ?
DJ, let's see how it goes today.
Oh, you hear that, Bravo? Wahab's coming for you. Bubble Diaries, we're done and dusted. The great man. Thanks very much, Wahab.
Thanks, mate.